Speaking of Canada, Justin Trudeau, who is the Macron analog, he's the mediocrity, who is the sort of one of the last vestiges of hope of discredited third way, corporate friendly, social posturing, pseudo woke governance. He's out campaigning. And as you know, in addition, there's a lot of things happening in Canada. I don't follow it that closely, to be honest. But first of all, there's a real left alternative in Canada. Secondly, he has not followed through on any number of promises, including electoral reform, the rights of the Canadian Indigenous community. And from the beginning, he has been a forceful advocate of the Keystone Pipeline, which would be absolutely disastrous for the global environment. And here he is, campaigning in a town hall in Nanaimo, and he is.
I'd say Nanaimo, but I'm not certain.
Excuse me, as he defended his government's decision to support the expansion of the Travis Mountain Pipeline through British Columbia. The crowd is going to respond to that.
A lot of people came out here to engage and to listen with the Prime Minister, to have an opportunity to engage in democracy. And
can't carry on. We'd love people to please excuse themselves and let us carry on this discussion. Heights up here with Jim.
Thank you, Chief. Not me. You don't have to respect me. You can not vote for me next time. That's no problem. But you need to. You don't respect anyone in this room? Then I'm going to have to ask you to leave this room. If you don't respect the people in this room, please leave this room. The other part of that, come on. Really? Okay, this is it. Will you please respect the people in this room? No, then please leave. If you're not going to respect the people in this room, you need to leave. That's the rule. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Are you going to stay? Oh, no, well, you're still here? Okay, well then.
So there's Justin Trudeau having a temper tantrum, people disrupting his climate hustle. He's actually saying that this pipeline is essential for Canada's long-term strategy to meet its greenhouse gas emissions. Don't forget, I mean, Canada is a major, both petro state, also it's an arms exporter, which shows up in all sorts of questionable aspects of Trudeau's foreign policy. I mean, getting hit like that by an audience, I would imagine, is unbelievably annoying. But it's just funny to watch how quickly this guy who does like the I'm a nice dorky guy thing, how quickly it pops.
I also feel
after
like
a little bit of confrontation.
I feel like event security in Canada is a bit behind in terms of aggression levels. In
oh
America.
my God, are you kidding me?
How are those people still there? They're
like,
literally like talking to
yeah.
Trudeau.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. He's like, why am I not in America? You already would have been shot behind the barn. They would have killed you and they would have written a profile of my goddamn Chewbacca socks. What the hell?
The weird thing about Trudeau is his youth. It reminds me of kids I went to college from. I don't think of like, oh, here's a head of state. I just think of like some.
He's kind of like a camp counselor or something who's just like, hey guys, I'm cool, I'm relatable, and you're like, sort of, also sort of not.
Get serious though, guys.
Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah, no, that's what he's like. He's like, you know what, you want lights out for an extra 20 minutes? And it was like, yeah. And then 20 minutes later, you're like, fuck you, keep in mind. He's like, come on, seriously, what the hell? I was being nice. He's such a